Well, I think the first thing that always comes to my mind as a creative and, listen to all the things that related to, I always hear this common cliche that I really don't feel identify with, and it's like all creative prefer to work at night. I'm gonna start my point because I feel like I am totally a day person. Like I wake up early, I like to do everything in the morning, and at night I'm normally, unless it's weekend, I really want to party, I'm gonna be up. But other than that, like not editing, not writing, nothing, not even art.
Yeah.
Like I get exhausted, I prefer to sleep, and I probably will be more creative in my dreams than in actual work. How about you guys?
Emmanuel, you want to go first?
For me, I'm very good at doing like the mundane things in the morning. So emails, shot lists, call sheets, anything logistical, anything production wise, editing sometimes in the morning, and then I get creative near night. So it's like the opposite from you. Like like I have all these, I can do all these great things in the morning, but at night, let's say right when I'm about to go to sleep, I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. And then I start kind of going into that foam and function. And then even if I'm tired, I start doing things like this. Like the podcast is an example. It's like 3 in the morning and I'm like, oh, I could edit this now and I could do this and this and this. And then it's like an hour
I
of me
can't. There's
jumping
no
in.
way. I'll totally feel like when I'm in, like, especially when I get ideas and stuff, it's right in the morning. Like probably drinking coffee, probably after working out, running, whatever. I would feel like I'm sharp enough to bring up ideas, but not really. Night is nighty night, sleepy time.
Yeah.
How about you?
I work slower the later it gets throughout the day. So
Okay.
the first 6, 7 hours of the day, I'm like a very fast and proficient worker. And then once it hits like 6, 7, 8, edits start going a little slower. I start getting distracted.
I'm the same exact thing as Emmanuel. It's funny, like it's literally the same thing. Like if it's like productive stuff, I'm definitely better in the morning. For me, like to be active, like going to the gym and doing stuff like that, I've kind of done everything. I think Emmanuel too. Like I've worked out in the morning, I've worked out at night, I've worked out in the afternoon. So it really depends. For my body, afternoon is ideal, but you don't always get that time, in the middle of the day to just hit the gym.
No,
That's
but
like
sometimes you're at the gym at like 1 a.m. I'm like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah, well, my friends
No.
go really late. My friends go really, really late because like that's when they're done with work. There's nothing else to do. Like, let's go. But to me, my body definitely feels better if I go in the afternoon. But mentally speaking, in terms of productivity and creativity, I think I'm the same as Emmanuel. I'm more productive during the day, but I'm more creative at night for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a weird
The
mix,
only
right?
thing that I will say is through school, whatever, sometimes you get to be up late. I feel like at night you can concentrate more because, like, I don't know, it's silent, people's off. I don't know. There's something about being at night just working that makes you go through just because it's peaceful. Like I feel like it's kind of peaceful, but again, the night was made for partying. That's it, and sleeping. That's it.
Farting and
Well,
sleeping.
other
Like
stuff
a movie
too,
night, watching
Other
Netflix,
other
relaxing.
things too that we don't want to talk about here because it might get politically incorrect. So we can talk about that rest of this stuff later. But no, I agree. I agree with the partying. I agree with the other stuff. I agree with the with the sleeping. That's all better at night for sure. I would say that one funny thing that I've noticed happens with especially me and Emmanuel, even though we're more creative at night, like if we're on set, because we talked about this before, how when you're on set, you have to kind of problem solve on the spot. And I feel like for both of us, after we've hit like a few amount of like hours on set, and we're like hungry and tired, our ideas are just stupid at that point. I'm gonna be like, bro, like one of those two things is gonna happen. Either I ask him a stupid question that has like an obvious answer, or I ask him, why the hell are you doing this? And he's just doing something completely like stupid. So either you know what I mean? So either he's doing something right, like he has the camera handheld and it says like on the shot list, handheld. And I'm like, why are you doing handheld right now?
Well, I'll say that I've been with both of you late at night and working, and I feel you guys get pretty silly. But it's fun because like it makes me not feel tired at all, you know.
For
we
me,
just
like
laugh
my
at-
brain, like you know in those cartoons when like someone's overthinking and there's like smoke coming out of your brain. Like people ask me questions like, "Oh, what shot are we on?" And I'm like, I can hear the sizzling in my
smell
brain.
like barbecue.
6
Like,
hours,
maybe smell
no
like
food.
bacon.
I'm just like trying to get the shot. I'm shaking.
That's why sometimes like the slightest little like break that you can have to just get food on set is super important. Like, you know, it's cliche. Like again, we're talking about cliches today. That's a cliche. You know, you gotta have your break every whatever hours, and you gotta have food, and the food is so important. But dude, it's legit. Like you start getting hungry. You need some coffee too. You gotta go to the bathroom, but you're just like pushing through, and then somebody asks you, hey, where's the gimbal for this shot? You're just like,
Your brain's just like, because you have like 10, 15 things in mind, and then they're all working together. They're working slow, and then someone throws a cog in there and be like, where's this? And you're like,
yeah.
and it all starts breaking apart and flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And also, like, when you're eating, like, for me, it's like, if I'm eating, you can't ask me about production. Like, there could be an actor missing, and I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to finish my food.
That's so funny with you because your brain, you're like creating shit 24/7. I'm like, this is the guy. This is the man. That's the DP I needed in my life. And then, bro, I bring you food. You don't even know what movie we're talking about anymore. You're like, what are we doing here? Are we on set?
A
You're
whole
just like,
different Emmanuel again.
he just has a picture
out.
slice on his hands.
Or when you guys hungry, well, when I'm hungry, I can barely think. I'm like, everything is like just twice as hard. You know, it's like, I don't know why I'm feeling so shitty. I need just some food right now.
And then everyone's twice as annoying. Like, every little thing.
Yeah.
Someone starts talking to me, I'm like, why are you talking to me?
It gets
After 8
worse
hours of no
though.
food.
I feel like more people start asking you stuff because it starts. That's what happens on set a lot. And like as a director, you always have to kind of be ready to answer stuff. And I know you guys work on a lot of smaller sets. They have to do a bunch of stuff, and I do that too. A lot of people are gonna come in with different questions, and you just have to have the answer. But when the time starts, you know, you have less time, and it gets later at night. Then there's more questions. There's more departments or people from different departments asking you stuff, you know, and you're hungry and you're tired. So
I wish you could like put like a sign. It's like, don't ask me question. I'm hungry or I'm sleepy. Look for the PA.
I want to share. You reminded me of two little like short little stories I want to share because this year I was wondering the same thing. Do I really work better at night or during the day? So I had this shoot. I had 2 shoots to prove which one I'm better at. Both of them came out successful. Like I liked them, but it was cool how like 1 week I was having this shoot that I had to show up to set at like 10 p.m. and wake up and stay there until like probably 5, 6 a.m. So it was kind of like an overnight or an all-nighter. So I had to pull that all-nighter, had to do that overnight shoot. So starting 10 p.m., waking up at 6. And then I literally like finished, wrapped, and I was like, awesome, that was great. It was really nice. It was for the Tabasco commercial. And I went to the guys on set and I was like, dude, I'm so glad you guys invited me to this at this time. My brain really worked nice for this. I don't want to do any early morning shoots anymore. And then like 2 days later, the same guy calls me, hey, we have a shoot, but you're going to have to be here at 6 a.m. Oh my God, I literally just told you. I definitely work better at night. Like that's my conclusion. Like I definitely, my brain is more creative, but I think you can adapt to anything. I kind of think it's BS. Like I think you have to adapt, you know?
Okay, that's fair enough. So 2 against 1. On behalf of the people that wakes up and is pretty creative, let's go.